This is brought to you by Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. Buy the DVD on all 29 seasons. All right. Welcome, guys. My name is Phil.
And I'm Rick.
And we're sitting on blue balls as we come to you from Cosmic Fit Club in Long Island City, Queens.
This tutorial is brought to you by Next Level Movements. That's our new podcast that we have out on SoundCloud. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on what
Google
else?
Play Store right now. And
probably be Spotify soon.
More coming eventually. And today, if you want to learn how to do things, we're going to get into the muscle up on the rings. So the ring muscle up tutorial, you learn how to do it with proper form, no kipping, strict form, muscle up.
We'll give you some little tips here and there that'll hopefully get you there a little bit quicker.
So before we get right into the muscle up, you want to get some prerequisites out of the way.
First thing you're going to do is hold the rings parallel to each other, keep them close to your body with straight arms. And once you're capable of that, then you'll go into a ring turnout where you try to face your palms forward, which is obviously much harder and more unstable.
So as we get into the next move, it's going to be the dead hang. So as you can see, we're establishing the false grip first. You want to extend your arms fully, then lower your legs.
To establish a full false grip, you want to grab a little bit high up on the rings on the inside, and then when you pull it down, it's going to lock into place. And the last element of the false grip dead hang is to turn the rings outward.
So keep that false grip locked in during any exercise, during any of the holds. That's the most important thing, is to keep that false grip. If you lose the false grip, you could lose your life.
Now that we've already described the false grip, you're going to work on a ring row, maintaining the false grip, starting from a full dead hang, as you see Phil is doing here, and you're going to pull up until your hands touch your chest to close. Next up is the ring dip. Now, this is going to be much harder than parallel bar dips. Even if you can do 50 parallel bar dips, you're probably going to get less than half of that on rings. Although there's instability, you want to try not to shake around, as you see Phil doing right here.
I don't think it was me that was shaky, it was the camera. The camera was a little shaky at first, so I think we have to do a better job stabilizing the camera, because as you can see there, I'm perfectly stable.
It's on a tripod.
No, I think it's the camera.
As we did with the dip hold support, you're going to keep your hands parallel and close to your body at first, and then as you improve, you can start to turn your hands out at the top of every single dip.
So the rings turned out. You want to turn the rings out, not turn up. If you try to turn up on the rings, you're going to have a bad time. So as we get into the pull-ups, the word of the day here is false grip. Not true grip, but false grip. And that's what you want to maintain throughout the entire move. So you start with full extension with your arms still in that false grip, and then you pull yourself up. So what you want to try to do here, the false grip eliminates some of the distance between your wrists and your chest. So once you're in that false grip, you're going to have a shorter distance to get to your chest, and then that's what's really going to get you to do the muscle up and to get your elbows back into the next part of the motion. So that's what you really want to work on here, is maintaining that false grip.
Since the false grip hang is one of the more difficult techniques in this movement, we're going to do one more way of training it, with the feet on the ground, walking yourself through the transition, which is the other difficult move in this.
Probably the hardest part of the whole move. So it's like you can do pull-ups, you can do dips, but can you even transition?
Bro.
The
way we're going to work into this, you're going to actually take your feet and butt off the ground, making sure you're not swinging at all, and that way you know you're hanging realistically underneath the rings. Put your feet and butt back down onto the ground, and from there, you're going to use your legs to spot you, pulling up, and then walking yourself through the transition.
And try to stay straight as you're coming up. Use your legs to guide you up vertically. Try not to bring your hips forward. So like your hips don't want to come towards the rings. You want to keep your hips back like you're sitting back in a chair. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what we've all been waiting for, the main event of the evening, the ring muscle up. So the next thing I'm going to show you is real hardcore, and it's not for everybody. It's for the serious athlete who doesn't give a shit about their joint health, about their ligaments, about their posture, about their tendons, or anything else. This is called the fish out of water. So there's no technique here. You really just want to get as careless and reckless as possible and just try to get yourself over the rings any way you can, swinging your legs wildly like a fish out of the water. And that's what you do.
Welcome to CrossFit.